back to my channel, and this is my second Halloween look for the month of October. Oh, I got a sugar on teeth. Not very pretty. So this is the look that I came up with. I actually did this sort of 3 or 4, maybe 4 Halloweens ago, and it was just a last minute thing. Have you noticed a trend here? It was a last minute thing that I came up with. I didn't know, really, like lipstick everywhere. I didn't know what I wanted to go as for Halloween, so I just came up with this on the day or the day before. I bought like a creepy doll and I got it all dirty with my makeup, worked with what I had at home. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoy this look and I hope you get to use it. I really had a lot of fun with it and I hope you can creep some people out with it. I was successful. So let's begin. All right, so just start with a clean and creepy face like this one, and I've already primed and moisturized because you need that. Yeah, not that, well, yeah, that's pretty important. And for today, I don't really have white makeup or face paint, so I decided to use a BB cream, especially one with SPF, so that's just going to leave your face pretty white. And I just used a little bit more. You can be generous with this one and just put it all over your face. And I would just spread it out with my fingers in a patting motion and just get it everywhere, really, even on your ear area and maybe even your neck. And then I went on and placed another layer, and this time concentrated on my eyebrows because you need that to achieve the very creepy clowny effect. Just erase those eyebrows completely. You can use a glue stick to do this, but I didn't have one at the moment, so I just did that. And also I put a little bit on my neck area also, and just make sure that everything looks good or not. Next, I'm going to take the lightest concealer that I own. So I have these two that I usually don't get to use because they're too light. And I'm going to take this one that's a little bit more flesh than the other one, and I'm just going to use it as a primer for my eyes. This is the Maybelline in Light, and this second one is the brightener, so it's a little bit pinker than the other one, and I use it on my eyebrows because I forgot to buy a glue stick. So yeah, and then I'm going to be using this Sleek Makeup palette in Ultra Dark or Ultra Matte, the darks, and I used that flesh and brown shade with a fluffy brush, and I'm just gonna put it all over my crease. And then next I'm going to take the yellowish color with my flat shader brush and just put it all over. And then I decided to go in with this mauve color and just put it all over my lid. You don't have to be too clean with this one. I mean, she's a creepy doll anyway. And then I'm going to take that fluffy brush again with a little bit of product, whatever's left in there, and just go over the crease area again just to make it more defined, and go over it because you did put that other color. And I will spread out that mauve color all over my lid again. And then I'm going to take a dome brush, a small one, with this purpley shade, and I'm just going to make sure that the crease is even more defined. So I'm going to go over that area with that brush, and then just blend it out with the fluffy brush again with no additional product, really. You don't really have to do that. And then I get to creep myself out. Aw, so cute. And now I am using this flat, fluffy brush, and I just picked up the white to blend the colors on my brow bone and also in the inner rim of my eyes. And I'm using a flat shader brush, and I got the same white and yellow color, and I just put that on top of my lid to soften that a bit. And then I'm just going back and blending the brow bone, and also using this fluffy brush with a little bit more brown shadow. This is my Essence eyeliner, and I'm just going to outline my lash line, and it's just a very simple eyeliner look, but I will be rounding it out a little bit more in the middle area right on top of my pupil to give the eye a rounder shape, because we are doing a doll, so she needs to have big round eyes. And just make sure that after you do that, you also tight line take an angled brush and take some black eyeshadow and go over it just to set the eyeliner that you have over there and just make it even darker. And then I just curled my lashes. And then I proceeded with the mascara. I'm using this one from Essence. It's a maximum volume one. And I'm just trying to get the inner part of my lashes as well. And I messed up a little bit, so I just waited for it to dry and I cleaned it up with a brush and also a clean wipe over there, a dry one. These are the lashes that I'm using. These are really thick lashes that I've used a few times already, so that's okay. I need them to be a little clumpy. So I actually put it not near the lashes, but on top of the liner that we put on to make it appear that I have bigger eyes. And then my camera died for that part, or it stopped recording, so I just decided to use the two concealers again and put it in my under eye area. And then I used a white pencil. I just put it in my waterline, and then I used my ring finger to kind of spread it out, and I also used my ring finger to get some white eyeshadow to pat it over that. This time I'm using a short flat shader brush, and I picked up the I think it was the yellow-ish or flesh color first, and then I created an entirely new lower lash line a bit further than my actual lash line, and I'm just darkening it now with the same colors that I used on top. So I started with the flesh color and then the mauve color, and then I'm finishing it off with the brown one. And then I'm just cleaning up any fallout with the concealer brush that I used also earlier. So here's something that's pretty important for this look. I was able to find lower lash lower lash falsies, huh? And I am using them right now. So a few years ago when I did this look, I didn't have that. I just used like regular falsies, and I picked the finer ones with finer hair and less hair, and that worked too. So you don't have to find this one. This was pretty hard to find. It actually just popped up in a Swoosh store. It was on sale too. So I just used the mascara to put the lashes together, and now I'm using the eyeliner to darken that lower lash line even more. And I connected it to the upper eyeliner as well. I'm taking the concealer, the brightening one, and I'm just putting it under my eyes in the areas that I want to bring forth or bring forward, and I just put it on my forehead, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, around my mouth, and on my chin, and I'm just blending it out with this Real Techniques dome brush. Now I'm taking the applicator that came with the Sleek palette, and I'm just using the white and yellow shade, and I'm putting it there in my new waterline, I guess, just to make it a little more believable. And this time I'm using my MAC MSF in light, and I'm just setting the entire face with it. Still no brows. And now this is where the brows come in. I'm using a felt tip. This is a chubby one from Essence. I just wanted to use one that I don't really use anymore. I'm just trying to use this up. And it worked pretty well. So I'm just going to outline a little over my brows and make it extra arched, I guess. And I'm just doing these little short lines to mimic brows. I don't know. I saw this in a picture on Google, and I kind of like how it came out. I'm using this NYX cream blush. It's red. It's very red, and I'm just using my middle finger, and I'm creating little circles as my blush, and then I'm going to set it with this bright pink blush from Milani, and I'm just using a flat shader brush to do that, to make a perfect circle. This is my Sedona Red lip liner from Essence, and I'm just going to carve out like a heart-shaped lip. So I'm going to be out of camera a few times in this part, so bear with me. But there, so I kind of overlined the top lip and I made the lower lip very triangular. And if I need to define it, if I mess up and I need to define it a bit more, I just use the white pencil and then I use my fingers to clean it up. So you don't see that I'm using my red lipstick from Maybelline here. But yeah, so I used it, and then I will be outlining it again with that Essence Felt Tip eyeliner, and I'll be dotting around the lip to create a more defined heart-shaped kind of lip. And then I'm going to create the kind of smile, what do you call this? The smile line? A dotted smile line. Now I'm taking a palette. I think it's an eyeshadow palette actually, but I'm using it for contour. And I'm just going to make a really defined contour. It doesn't matter. On my cheeks or my cheekbones, on my nose area, and on the forehead and chin as well. And I also used the same brush and the white shadow to brighten the other parts of my face as well. And now on to the hair. I improvised, and I just used this Atkinson's paper bag, the ribbon from it. I just cut it off and then I used it as my hair ribbon. So you don't really have to spend for this. Find whatever you have at home and just make it work. Thank you, Tim Gunn. Okay, and then I just fluffed up my hair a bit, and then I decided that the lips weren't good enough for me, so I took my creamy, this is a kohl eyeliner from MAC in black, of course. And then I outlined my lips just to give it that, like, a harsher effect. And then I used a lip brush and I went in the red lipstick again, and then I spread out the harsh or the lip liner, the black lip liner, just to make it all blend in. And then I took the lipstick again and I just put another layer on top and I just cleaned out the outline. And that's kind of what I came up with. I cleaned up whatever mess I made with the brush. And that's it. So that's the end of the tutorial. I hope you guys like it, or I hope you guys got to learn something, and I hope you guys can get to use this. If you do end up using this, please tag me on Instagram. Use hashtag CerahXX. And I hope you guys enjoy your Halloween. Have a great one. Bye.